Hey guys, Sam from Aaron's Outdoor, and if you've been following along with the channel, you know that a couple days ago I uploaded my video of a vlog from the Bassmaster Classic Expo. Yesterday I uploaded a video showing all the free stuff I got at the Expo. Now today I'm going to show you guys everything that I bought at the Bassmaster Classic Expo. Now everything I bought was from the same booth because the prices were just super cheap. It was the Land Big Fish booth, which is kind of I guess it's an online retailer, kind of like Tackle Warehouse, but I've never ordered anything off there before, but at the show, they just had some amazing show special prices. So I really took advantage of that and ended up spending a little bit more money than I expected, but I definitely got some good deals, so I think it was worth it. But today I'm just going to start off by going through the bag of everything that I bought on the first day of the Classic, or the first day I was there, which was really the second day, and then everything that I got on the next day of the Classics. Alright, so here is the first bag from day one of the Classic. And to start off, I got a Guggen Squad Hummer buzzbait. Now I really wasn't planning on getting any Guggen lures because they're so expensive, but this booth had a bunch of them on sale, and this only costed me $3. So I think that was definitely a good deal, and this does look like a pretty high quality buzzbait. Buzzbaits really aren't something I throw a bunch, but I want to definitely try to throw that around a little bit more this summer. Anyway, our next bait is this Whopper Plopper right here. This is the Whopper Plopper 130 in the this frog type color. It's just in the frog color, and this is definitely a really big Whopper Plopper. I don't have any that are this big, but it was only $3, and they're usually 17 in this size. So I definitely thought that was a great deal, and wanted to take advantage of that. I've also got a little Guggen Squad Grass Hero right here. This is a swim jig, so it's not a bad looking bait. It looks pretty good. It only costed me $2. It's usually $5, but they were selling them for $2, so that's definitely a good deal right there. Here's the Guggen Squad Scout jerkbait. I'm honestly not too impressed by this. It doesn't seem like it has great hooks on it, but it was only $3 instead of $9, so I kind of just went ahead and decided to give it a shot. And next we have a little pack of some Zoom double tail grubs. These were in a really cool color, and I love throwing double tail grubs on just kind of little finesse Texas rigs. So those are in the root beer pepper green color. Definitely looked like they'll work really well. Here's a bait I've never used before. It is the Zoom boot tail fluke in the 4-inch. Kind of just looks like a little Kitech Easy Shiner, and I think this will definitely be able to catch some fish. I love smaller swim baits like that. And speaking of smaller swim baits, I also got these little Kitech Easy Shiners in the 3-inch, so a smaller size, kind of more for creek fishing, and those should do well. Those are only $2. And I actually have more swim baits. I got some Guggen Squad Saucy Swimmers. So the booth only had the Saucy Swimmer in the 4.8-inch, except for one pack that I found in the 3.8-inch, so I went ahead and picked that pack up. This is only $2. It's in a pretty good color. I'm not totally sure. It's in the Magic Shad color. Definitely looks pretty good. Except for $2, I was definitely willing to give that a shot. And then for $3, I picked up this little Guggen Squad Frog. It's not too little. It's a little larger than I would typically use for a frog, but I don't know. I think you could definitely catch some fish. And I do think this looks like a good bit of higher quality than the other Guggen Squad baits. Here's the Zoom Baby Brush Hog. I love the Baby Brush Hogs. They're great on a Texas rig with like a 4-aught hook and like a lighter weight. But these are the root beer pepper and green color, the same color as those double tail grubs, and it just looks like it's a great color for clear water, so I picked those up too. Here's another bait I've never tried before. It's this Power Bait Hollow Belly Shad. It looks alright. It's in the Tennessee Shad color. I mean, it looks fairly realistic. I typically don't use any hollow belly shads like this, but I think it could work pretty well. And it was only $2, so I thought I might as well give it a shot. The next thing I got was this little Rick Clunn square bill crankbait right here. It's the size of a KVD 1.0, so it's pretty small. It's probably like a 1/4 of an ounce, I would guess. It's in the sunfish color. Definitely looks like a little bluegill right there, so that should do great. And here's a Rapala Shallow Scatter Wrap. I've used these before. I really had one main day of fishing where I used this lure. It was in a different color, but I outfished my two friends 5 to 1 to 0 using this lure, so definitely gained some confidence on it that one other day of fishing with it. And this is in the demon color, which is a great little crawfish pattern for the spring, so should be a good bait for this time of year. So there's everything I got on day 1, and now I will go to the bag of everything I bought on day 2. Alright, here is everything I got on day 2. Push it aside a little. Actually, I'll push it to this side. And the first thing you've probably already noticed is a reel. I did spend the money to buy a new reel. This is the Shimano SLX XT, as y'all can see. And this is usually a $130 reel. It was on sale for $100, so I thought I would just go ahead and pick it up. And the main reason I bought this reel is because I have a really nice bait casting rod that I have no reel for right now, so I thought I kind of might as well get a new reel on sale while I could. And there you can see it, the SLX XT. I think it's going to be a great reel. I mean, I love all the Shimanos I have. And, I mean, like the guy at the booth was saying, Shimano started off as a gear company, and then they started making fishing reels, which is why their reels are such high quality and so smooth. So the first bait we got here on day 2 is the Rapala Shadow Wrap RS. I don't really know what RS stands for, but it's kind of a weird color. I don't know if you can see that. It's purple on top with a little bit of a pink belly right there. But it's mainly just a white color, so I think that'll definitely work, even though it's probably not the best color. But that was only $3, so I decided to pick it up. Here's another Rapala. This is a Rapala Countdown with a little scatter lip, or like a scatter wrap lip on it. So it's kind of a weird lip. It makes it kind of dart to the side and stuff. But I think that should be a good lure for creeks. It does dive 4 to 6 feet, so maybe a little bit deep for a creek, but it could still work pretty well, I think. And here's probably one of the best deals I got out of anything. This is this evergreen jerkbait, which is a Japanese jerkbait. That was only $3. It's usually $16, so a really good price on that. And it looks like a really good lure. I'm really excited to try this out. So next we have some soft plastics. I still have some more hard baits, but I'll just pull out these Kitex first. So I got 5 packs of these Kitex Swing Impacts in the 4.5 inch size. They're only $1, so I picked up 5 of them, and they were literally gone, I kid you not, like 20 minutes from when the booth opened. So people love their Kitex swim baits. I mean, I love them. In generally I don't use them in I've never used them in a 4.5 inch size before, but that's all they had. That's all I had left on the last day, so I just picked up 5 packs, and I think they'll definitely do well. And I can always cut them down if I want them to be a shorter size, so I think those will definitely come in handy, and I'll definitely use those. Here's a brand of lures I've never used before. This is a Bagley Baits Balsa Shad. They're pretty similar to Rapala, because they're like balsa baits, or most of them are anyway. And this looks like a pretty good little bait, kind of like a shadow wrap. It dives, it's 3/8 of an ounce and dives 8 to 12 feet. That's deeper than I thought it dove, but oh well, should do pretty well. And here's another Rapala lure. This is one of my favorite hard baits I got. It's just a little mini shadow wrap in kind of a crawfish pattern. The olive green craw color. So this looks like a good little bait for just, I don't know. I think it's a good bait that you can catch numbers on, even if the fish aren't as big. It could probably work well in the creek, but it does dive 4 to 7 feet, so that might be a little bit too deep for a creek. Here is another little jerk bait. This is another little Japanese jerk bait. And what color is that? Blue scalant. I don't know. Scalist or whatever it says. Just a little kind of minnow, shiny minnow bait. It looks like it'll work really well, and these are always high quality, these little Japanese hard baits, and it has owner hooks on there, so that should be good. Here's another Rapala. This is a Rapala jointed shad wrap, and this bait was kind of interesting because it came with a red lip, and it's supposed to be like a bleeding bait or whatever. I don't really know how well that's really going to make it, or how much better that's going to make it, but I think it'll definitely work pretty well still. Here's another scatter wrap. This is the regular version, so it's not a shallow version. I bought it thinking it was the shallow version, but I think it'll still work. Dive 6 to 8 feet, so that's not too deep. I mean, that's just kind of a mid-depth, but not bad. And yeah, I think I already said this, but all the hard baits were $3. And here I believe it's the last hard bait I got on my second day there. It's a little Mira shad, just kind of a little fry minnow. I don't know how deep this one dives. I don't think I could find it, but it doesn't look like it dives too deep. So this should be perfect for some little clear water creeks. And I'm real excited to use this one. And now we just have some more soft plastics. So all the Zoom baits were $1 the last day I was there. And I got another pack of those double toe grubs that I got the first day. And then I got a couple packs of these Zoom Z3 swamp crawlers. I really like these swamp crawlers. I got them in a mystery tackle box a long time ago, and they work really well on a drop shot. So I got some in the bold bluegill color, which is the same color I had before. And then I got them in the Z3 edge. So it's kind of a little green pumpkin blue or something like that. So not a bad color right there. And here's a bait I'm pretty excited about. It's the Zoom 6-inch dead ringer in watermelon candy color. I've used Zoom dead ringers before in the 4-inch, and those worked pretty well for me. But I'm excited to try out these 6-inch. I wanted to take them out of the package to kind of just see what they look like. So it's basically just kind of like a ribbon-tail worm, but the ribbon, or like the body, is not as long. It's still got a pretty big ribbon tail, but I think this should work really well for pond fishing on a Texas rig. And I like the fact that the body is shorter, because then the fish doesn't have to bite so much to get the hook in his mouth. So I think that should work really well for pond fishing. And I also got some of those dead ringers in the 8-inch size in the blueberry color, which is basically just Zoom's black and blue. I think this will work great for some dirty water ponds, and that bigger tail will also be good for dirty water, as well as the black and blue color. I've also got another pack of these Zoom boot tail flukes. They're similar to Kitex swim baits, like I mentioned earlier, and I think I definitely want to do a video on these. I want to try these out. Maybe even compare them to some Kitex Easy Shiners, I don't know. But those seem pretty good. And then I got 3 packs of these Zoom Zinkers right here, Zoom Zlinkies. I think the Zinkers is the Z-Man, like Senko bait, but it's basically just a stick bait, pretty much like a Yamamoto Senko. So I got 1 pack in the blueberry color, 1 pack in the watermelon red, and 1 pack in the June bug, which I really like this June bug for murkier water. And then that's everything I got. They also threw in a $10 gift card to their website, so I might check that out. And I don't know, I might order something from their website because I got a gift card. Alright, well this is the end of the video, and those are all the baits I got. Even though I did spend kind of a lot of money, I think it was totally worth it. I ended up spending like $190 in total, but for that money, I definitely got my money's worth, I think, just because the stuff was so cheap. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel down below if you haven't already. But I will catch you guys on that next video, and as always, thanks for watching.